The psychology within today's trade was actually quite nerve-wracking. Lots of anxiety, you guys. We actually started with a massive pullback, followed by a momentous recovery, you guys, straight into the triangle that we were talking about. But what does that actually mean for price action for the coming sessions for GTii? Well, let's go ahead and find out in this video now, you guys. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. This is ARCa coming at you with a GTii technicals and statistical thread of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord, ARCab. Okay, you guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts. So this is the hourly chart that we're looking at for GTii, you guys. For the new listeners, this is broadening. Let me go ahead and just make it a little more clear. This is a broadening descending wedge that we are looking at, you guys. This pattern is very, very much common within nervous times, you guys, within indecision. So this actually shows us the psychology behind the trade in the markets, you guys. This actually tells us that we are all nervous. So we did notice yesterday that we were building a symmetrical triangle, you guys. Now the symmetrical triangle does have both a bearish price objective and a bullish price objective, both of which can be figured out by taking a trend line from the hypotenuse of the triangle to the lowest part of the triangle and thus applying it to the breakout point, you guys. So today was very close to that breakout point, and as you can see, we would have dropped to a level of about $2.84 if the price objective were to have been realized, you guys. But we did recover, and it looks like we are, I mean, actually, it is very true. We actually reclaimed our channel, you guys. So if we were to break out, in the coming session, say on Monday, you guys, it puts us in a very interesting level, which is right at about $4.32, clearing the golden mean, the 1.618 golden ratio, you guys. Whoa, excuse me. I drank a lot of water before this. I gotta stop doing that, you guys. Whatever though. So yeah, we're looking to potentially break into this target right here, which actually leads me to believe that in bullish price action, we can actually break through the target, test the 2 fib at 438, thus retracing or face a small pullback to use both the 1.618 and this, which is our 50-day, I believe. No, it's our 100-day simple moving average, you guys. So as you can see as well, we do have the 200-day simple moving average now in confluence with both the target, the price objective, and the 1.618 target at about $4.19, you guys. So if we do have that bullish push to the upside, you guys, we can see this as a likely area to make a first stop for a continuation to the upside. And the reason why I say first stop, you guys, is because this formation does have a price objective as well, and usually that price objective is realized at the genesis of the formation, which in this case would be at about $4.74, which just so happens to be at the 2.618 golden ratio, you guys. Very, very confluent targets right here, which lead me to believe that we are likely to touch this, you guys, within the coming days or week. I mean, everything is kind of dependent on the midterm elections, and I think core CPI is still due to come out if it didn't already today. But we'll go ahead and double check those metrics later on, you guys. So this is what I am seeing for price action right now, you guys. This is looking pretty good. And also, let me just go ahead and make this a little cleaner to see once again so that I can be able to show you something else. There is the potential to where this formation actually started after this pump, you guys. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm curious that we failed the number 4 breakout, which if I would have, if I have the trend line right over here, you're looking at breakout 1, 2, 3, and 4. Usually the fourth test of the resistance from this particular formation is the breakout point, followed by a pullback to test our newly converted resistance into now support before a continuation onto the upside. But as you can see, we actually failed it and capitulated pretty drastically. So that made me start to question whether the formation actually starts here or here, and it may actually be right here, you guys. So we are looking at now test number 1, 2, 3, followed by a large capitulation event like we always talk about, and then the true attempt would be on test number 4, in which it looks like we are well on our way to now, you guys. So yeah, this is looking pretty promising. And now the new price objective would actually be now at about $4.57, which is still in confluence with our 2.618 ratio right up here, you guys. This leads me to believe that we can actually push beyond the 2.618 and then come back and test this support, or the 2.618 support, before a continuation to the upside in the coming days and weeks, you guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have. So this is the statistical side of the trade, you guys. So this is the 3-day time frame that we're looking at. I have taken several metrics for a back test that is including the volatility indicator, and this is represented by this indicator, BBWP volatility, right? And it is direction neutral. So in order for us to get a bias in direction, we pair it with a stochastic momentum or a momentum oscillator, such as this one, you guys. It's very similar to an RSI. So in guessing the direction, the momentum oscillator has given me, particular to GTii, the ticker, out of 11 total iterations, the momentum oscillator has gotten the direction incorrect 1 time, giving us a 90% accuracy in guessing the direction, you guys. So now, based on the volatility versus momentum profile, which is something that I took metric of an upside thrust based on every single time that we've actually passed the critical percentile, which is anything above 90%, which is 90%, which is this red line right over here, you guys. So every single time we've actually touched or gone beyond it, I've taken iteration from the contraction phase versus the momentum direction and came up with this with these averages for us to evaluate, you guys. So now, based on that profile, we are looking at an averaged upside accuracy. So we're looking at 11 total iterations, 7 were guessed correct. And that gives us an averaged upside accuracy of 68.63% with an averaged upside thrust of a massive 3,202.47% over the span of just over a month. Please remember that I am talking about statistics and not certainties, you guys. And also, the average is over a month. So this is not something that we're looking at as a quick move. In order for us to meet the criteria for that 3,000% move to the upside, you guys, we definitely need both the moving average and the volatility component of the BBWP both pivoted towards the downside, alongside the stochastic momentum, the stochastic momentum signal line and moving average both pivoted towards the upside as well, you guys. So as you can see on the BBWP, we are, it is right at the border. The moving average is right at the border, you guys. This is the first signal of us getting that move to the upside, but we do no matter what need for the stochastic momentum to correct to the upside in order for us to get that. The price action that we're looking at today is very much going to help the stochastic momentum change its bias in direction, you guys. So just know that we are looking at a 3-day chart here. It's going to take some time for it to realize, but just for shits and giggles, if we wanted to apply that 3,200 move to the upside, the 3,200% move to the upside, sorry, you can see that from the firing of the signal, which was right about this area down here, you guys, we can see that we have a very confluent target if we were to draw a trend line from this point to here. So you're looking at a price of about $91.23, and this is likely to come in, you guys, if the criteria meets, like I said, with the volatility versus momentum profile. In the coming weeks and potentially months, you guys, it's just Remember, the average is over a month right over here, you guys, but we do have iterations to which have been over a month. This is 51 days. They were coming in all kinds of sizes, you guys. 58 days. You're looking at 5 days here. You're looking at 75 days here in this iteration. So the average came out to about just over a month. So we do have to practice some patience, but things are looking good for GTii. Let's just look at the short-term, immediate short-term direction bias, you guys. New listeners, this is a regular RSI setup. You're looking at the bullish control zone upper half and the bearish control zone lower half. The inner workings of either zones is the weakness percentile, and the outer workings is the strength percentile, you guys. So the immediate short-term time frame, 30-minute RSI, is suggesting a continuation to the upside very aggressively, and this is now entered into the bullish control zone, particular to the bull weakness percentile, you guys. So now let's look at the bi-hourly and see what it's got. The bi-hourly has now made a bullish cross above the moving average, which is very good, and it's suggesting a continuation onto the upside aggressively as well. Let's see the 6 hour now, you guys. 6 hour is not giving us any bias in direction. Excuse me, you guys. And that's likely to the economic catalysts that we have in play, you guys. For example, the midterm elections on Tuesday. And like I said, I'm not sure if core CPI already came out, but we'll double check on that. And look at the daily time frame also giving us that sideways nonsense, you guys. So we can see some, we could potentially see some upside action in the early pre-market to early session, you guys. Probably the morning volatility followed by a balance or a return back to the same area where we are now, you guys. So we don't have too much of a bias in direction, you guys, and we just have to resolve all of the economical catalysts first, you guys. But I think this is a pretty good place for me to leave off the video, you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to reach out to me on Discord or Twitter. I'll make sure to leave the links in the description below for you to consider joining the ARCa trading community in Discord. But with that said, I wish you a good night, a good weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. Adios.